What's up, guys? It's your boy Asian Mix. That was just me waiting for my stream to be confirmed. Cause y'all know I do this every time. Anyway, it's your boy Asian Mix. Welcome to the stream. Today we're just kind of chilling. I'm joking. We getting hyped, bro. Cause Avengers, the War Table event is today, and we're getting more gameplay. And hopefully this game is hype, bro. Cause it's coming to Stadia. And not even just cause it's coming to Stadia. I would try to get it on anything else. But because I love Marvel. Like, if you don't know me, which you probably don't. I love Marvel. Like everything. I read the comic books, MCU. I'm not one of those bandwagoners that like got on Marvel because of the MCU. Even though I was young, that was kind of my gateway watching Iron Man. But after Iron Man, I watched all the animated series. Like I remember the X-Men series. I think it was on, what was that channel called? I don't even know if it's still around. I think it's called G3 or G4 or something like that. But I used to watch the X-Men series on there. Then I started reading the comic books, and I'm a Marvel head, bro. So like, yeah, and I actually read the comic books. But yeah, we're just chilling though. To be honest, we doing this whole little reaction. We're waiting on this thing to start. I don't know why it hasn't started. Maybe, oh, there it is. Okay, there's a countdown. Man, I would have started this closer to it. But yeah, it said the stream was gonna start here anyway. All right, so we got about 30 minutes, 28 minutes. Okay, so I guess we're gonna sit here for 28 minutes. I guess. What should we do? Should we What about IGN? Is IGN doing something? IGN's probably gonna do something. Or they probably are doing something. I'm gonna mute this, make that live and then mute. And then let's go to let's call it IGN. Because IGN is more than likely doing something. They're probably gonna actually have gameplay from the demo. I think the demo's on PS4 right now. Here it is. Yep. Yeah, they're probably gonna have demos. So I guess we'll watch this on like not mute, but like semi-loud volume. I was watching that on the Square Enix website, or the actual Avengers website, I guess. Okay. All right. I got to add. We chilling though. So how's everybody doing though? Like, I see someone in here. How you doing, bro? See, they got gameplay. That's loud. Yeah, so this is gameplay from what, I think it was last year when they showed this game. I think. Yeah, but we'll watch this on IGN and just watch gameplay. I think we've seen this gameplay though, so I don't know. We've seen this gameplay. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. I turn my brightness up. I guess we just chilling though. I didn't know it was gonna be like 30 minutes, man. The stream started. But I guess we'll just talk about I guess how this gameplay looks. I know this is like a year old gameplay, but I mean, well, it's probably a more polished version of the gameplay we got a year ago. Probably a lot more polished. They probably want the demo to look a lot better, and I think it looks better, to be honest.
Hey, get back here. Just got confirmation. A shield convoy was hijacked.
I remember last year though. I know a lot of people had an issue with how it played. With like this part, like the whole flying, and my thing is like, this is campaign, so obviously they're gonna want you to get like a taste of what all the characters look like or how they play. But I doubt like all the game is gonna be every time you play Iron Man you're flying around and doing the air thing, unless it's like purely for the campaign. Like, I think this is purely for the campaign. I doubt this is like something that you're always gonna do. Yeah, but this looks like a very polished version of that gameplay we got. It could be the same, I don't know, but it looks a lot more polished.
All right, which one of you B-movie extras shot at me?
Yeah, see, like, this is more akin to what I think we'll see. I don't even remember this, to be honest. To be honest, I don't even remember this game, part of this Iron Man stuff from gameplay last year. But yeah, this is, I just remember people talking about that one little part where Iron Man was just flying around, and I'm like, it's gonna be like this right here. I don't remember this if this was in the demo last year. It probably was, to be honest. But again, and that demo was leaked. I think so. So it wasn't even like legit like what they wanted people to see. I mean, the general public to see. I don't think so.
Oh, nothing. Everything's just peachy. Just hoping these guys don't have.
Oh, come on, Tony. Jarvis didn't tell you what to do. That suit is hella reminiscent of if you've seen the animated Iron Man series, that's what that suit looks like to me. A lot more similar to that.
The Chimera's autopilot has taken over.
Smells like a heist. We're heading back.
Negative. Secure the bridge. Those weapons can't.
Let's turn this audio up because
Copy that.
you know your boy
You're up,
ain't
Bruce.
that interesting, bro. Bro, that's such a Mark Ruffalo. Like how he got up like that, bro. That's like how Mark Ruffalo like be. Yeah, I don't know if he voiced it. I doubt he voiced this. But that's straight up MCU right there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed in Hulk's, not his design, but I kind of feel like he could have. This seems like a team that's been like Avengers that we've seen that's a lot more like powerful. What it's showing here, like what we expect. Like this looks like an MCU like Endgame Avengers, right? Or like right before or something like that would happen. More and really more akin to the comics to an extent. So I kind of expected Hulk to have like, you know,
On my way.
the super stretchy like industrial pants, like shorts. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Endgame Hulk was. Not with the whole bodysuit, but like with the pants at least. Like that's kind of like disappointing. But I see they're trying to go for more of like a. What year was that?
No, I was thinking today was going to be more fan clubs.
Probably later than that. I don't know.
Focus, Tony.
But the Incredible Hulk with what was that name? Something like that. But the OG. Oh, what's up, Kamari? It's not. I don't think it's open world, man. I think it's I know they were talking about it's like a multiplayer.
They're doing a
thing.
number on the bridge.
It's like more so multiplayer.
Hurry up, big guy. Can't take
I
no more
think,
punishment.
if I remember from like what was it? Last year E3 when they showed this game off, or it was like some leaks or something they were talking about. This is more so like it was gonna be heavy on multiplayer and all that stuff. It was gonna be like a live service or something like that. It could be open world though. I don't think it's gonna be like Spider-Man. I doubt it's gonna be like Spider-Man. This doesn't seem like a Spider-Man type of game. Just looking at this gameplay here with the campaign, I don't think it's gonna be like a Spider-Man. I think it's gonna be more so like, just like I guess just a live service Avengers game. I guess I don't fucking know. I'm just going by like what was leaked last year.
Hey, those weapons were meant
This is
for
the
the
leaked
good guys.
gameplay from last year
Supposed to be a joke.
that they're actually showing us now.
Cap, what's going on over there?
Not sure, Nat. Seems like the reactor's malfunctioning. I'm getting strange readings on the monitors, like we're being pulled to a heat signal in the bay.
Okay. All right, dog.
Nat, it's going to destroy the.
Repeat that, Cap. I'm having trouble hearing.
Nat, do you read?
But we chilling. This thing starts in like 20 minutes, so 18 minutes. I should just read the clock instead of making rough
The Chimera
assessments.
is under attack. Evacuate the
It'll be
civilians.
showing. It'll be starting in a little bit. This is hot. Okay, that's kind of hot. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I thought that was hot.
Steve, do you read?
Yeah, that shield's hot. That was what I was talking about. That shield's hot. That's kind of hot for it to be like bouncing like that. But this is what you kind of expect from Cat and Black Widow. Like this is what I expected. I'm not gonna lie, playing the game, when I get my hands on it, I think this is more so. I think Cap will be my character, unless they have a Spider-Man. And if there's a Spider-Man in here, that's what I'm playing. But Captain America looks like my main character right now, who I'm gonna actually play.
Captain, we have a problem.
Just because of his fighting style.
Won't stabilize.
Like I would be like, hella, I'd be tossing the shield the entire time.
It's extraordinary.
If you can't fix the
To
problem,
be able to like decide if I want to do melee or ranged combat, Cap will probably be my character. Either Cap or Iron Man. But Iron Man's more ranged.
Avengers, if you can hear me, the convoy is transporting
I don't like his design though.
Our enemies intend to
Like that
detonate it
suit
within
looks
the
super
city.
like I get it, but it looks super like retro.
I repeat, a sonic
Like
disruptor bomb.
if
Secure the asset at
in the
once.
MCU, if Captain America didn't have like the suit immediately, that would be like his suit or something with the actual like ballistic thing. And that's Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. She's super dope.
Sonic bomb? Are you kidding me?
She's super dope.
Thought the UN outlawed those years ago.
let's have a look.
Kamala Khan. I think she can just stretch or something like that. She's like she's a Mr. Fantastic that can stretch and then make her
Isn't interesting.
her limbs bigger. So she has like giant fists or some shit. Thor, yeah. Yeah. Thor's gonna be dope too. I think he's gonna play a lot like I think he's gonna be a better. Thor's probably gonna be a mixture between Iron Man and Captain America as far as combat goes because he has a hammer. So he's gonna be throwing it, but then he can also do like the lightning and shit. So that should be dope. That should be cool. Is this IGN or is this me? Clock's not moving. This is IGN. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was IGN. Being dumb. Game looks good though. I mean, it should be cool. I don't know, like, I mean, I'm a big Marvel fan anyway, so I'm gonna play the game. But if the rumors, the leaks are true, where it's like a multiplayer game, I don't know how much I'll play. I think it's gonna kind of be like a Destiny, where it's like, let's not say Destiny. Let's say I'm trying to think.
Welcome to IGN's Summer of
It's probably not gonna be a Destiny. It's probably gonna be like a
brand new gameplay. First looks and
what game am I
controls
thinking of? There's a game that I'm thinking
behind
of.
their latest projects exclusively here on
This is like a game that's recent that's in my head. No, it could be Destiny. I feel like yeah, it's gonna be like one of those games where it's like Destiny. You play when something happens. You have your hardcore fan. Like I'm in the middle of like being hardcore, but at the same time not. So I feel like this game is gonna be one of those games that's like you play the campaign, you finish it, then you play online, the multiplayer a little bit, but until like a DLC character comes out or like where let's just say Spider-Man's not coming out at the jump, and then we get Spider-Man later on as a DLC, then you pick the game up and you play it, or like Mortal Kombat, like same thing. I feel like it's gonna be one of those games where it's like the multiplayer is gonna be dope and it's gonna be team based, but it's like how much will you really play it? I don't know. I can't think of right now. I can't even think of the game. There's a game in my head that's like similar to this, to what I think the game's gonna be. I can't think of the game's name though.
What's up,
I
everybody?
don't know.
I'm Damon Hatfield, and welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming. It is
Oh, I know what it is. Dauntless.
War table stream with
Dauntless.
super
Dauntless is like a team thing.
showcase never before
Dauntless.
seen gameplay, a new co-op
How you go into like different hunts and stuff as a team and all that stuff. That's how I feel like the game might be, even though it's gonna be more PvP based.
What we do,
Dauntless is one of those games I'm not gonna go out my way to play. Like there's like a season 2 of Dauntless coming out or whatever. I don't even think I'm gonna play that, but like that's the only time I consider playing Dauntless since I played the beta. Like, I feel it's gonna be one of those team games where like you play, and if you have like a tight knit squad that are always gonna play the game, like you're gonna play. But like, if not,
By donating.
you're just gonna be out here. Like, you're gonna have the game, and when you get the DLC, you'll play. Yeah, it's probably gonna get old really quickly. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna get old really quickly. I feel like I wanna like enhance this chat. Yeah, let's do
For
that.
even more Summer of Gaming goodness, download the
okay.
TikTok app.
And then
follow
I'm
IGN,
just gonna get rid of
subscribe
this.
IGN's Summer of Gaming hashtag for a slew of bonus clips or to upload your own
Should I just
awesome
do that?
gameplay
Nah, I'm
moments.
not doing that.
Or
That's
leave us
too-
a yap of
that's too
comments
much.
on IGN.com and your yap
hide.
might show up later on in the stream.
And I guess we'll just drag this up here or something. I don't know. Drag this up here. Follow me on Twitter if you want to. Because chat looks super small right now. Maybe it's just because of Streamlabs and how it looks now. I don't know. Streamlabs looks super weird now. It's layout, so maybe it was like actually big. I don't know. Oh well.
Good morning.
Now we're just adjusting shit.
I hope you are ready for this war table presentation. Let's talk about what we know about
There you
Avengers
go.
so far.
Let's make this bigger.
Revealed at E3
Censor it.
last year was supposed to be out
No.
already.
Censor
It was supposed
it.
to be out of May 2020
It
until
won't censor.
delayed to September.
Okay, cool. I
And
guess
when
we'll
we
just
saw
have
this
it down
game
here then. I guess.
For the
I don't
first time
know.
last year, some people made some comparisons to
I guess.
Destiny.
We do
Joshua,
that?
where do these
I think that works.
comparisons to Destiny
Yes?
come
No? That's not censor.
Essentially,
LCD.
Marvel's
Cool,
Avengers
alright.
would be a
Anyway.
shooter, I believe is
Yeah,
the
it's probably gonna
term,
get old
where
real
it's like,
quick.
like Destiny,
To be 100%. It's probably
where
gonna
you
get
have a
old
campaign,
really
but then
quickly.
you can go off and do replayable co-op missions where the real draw is getting better and better loot. So in this game, you can expect the loot to be things like getting Iron Man's gauntlets or Black Widow's weapons, new weapons for her. For the Hulk, I'm guessing he gets like new pants or something.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be like super online
Who needs
servicey.
those? So we know there's going to be a single-player campaign story. You're going to be, you'll be able to play as Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, and Kamala Khan was announced later on. I think probably at Comic-Con. They've said that the story mode is going to roll out over several years. Akeem, so like when you first heard about this game, saw this game, what were your first impressions?
Well, so like that was one thing that kind of like that caught my attention was the fact that that they said that it's going to roll out over several years because, I mean, but it kind of makes sense because there's several stories for them to kind of like tap into regarding the Avengers,
so,
like Civil.
From what I assume, I'm turning it down a little bit right now. From what I assume, like what they said, like it's gonna be super live servicey, where the multiplayer is gonna be the thing, and then in the campaign you get loot, and then you turn that loot into. I guess I don't know if the loot's gonna have an effect on multiplayer, but the loot that you gain, it's gonna be like Destiny in that sense. I think, where you're gonna be kind of grinding for loot to an extent, and through multiplayer, and the campaign, and then that's gonna translate into other shit in the game, whatever. And then they're probably gonna do, like that's the thing I was saying earlier. I think was gonna be like one of those games you pick up when the DLC comes out, like shit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Sounds really smart. We also know that there's going to be Warzone or co-op
Where
missions,
was I at?
that allow you to play
Yeah, it's one of those games you pick up when the DLC comes out, because they're probably gonna do something like, oh, in the beginning, okay, you're dealing with the death of Captain America, as far as campaign, and then later on, he gets revived or some. I don't know how the story's gonna go, but he gets revived or some shit, or Thanos comes out of the woodworks, or like I don't know, some shit like that. That's it's probably gonna go down where it's like that's how they're gonna like or increase the longevity of the game. Like how Destiny right now, in Destiny 2, they have all these different storylines or something planned for like the next like 3 years. They're not even gonna make a new Destiny game.
I think, Joshua, you and I were in the same demo for Avengers at E3 last year, and some people, walked away from it not incredibly impressed. I would count myself actually in that group. Definitely still like interested in the game, want to learn more about it. But Joshua, what were your first impressions last year?
Yeah, well, one, I don't even think they made it clear that it was a loot shooter style game. So yeah, wasn't sure of what type of game I would be playing.
It's gonna be like Destiny. It's a looter shooter. There you go.
Everyone has kind of agreed that the character designs maybe weren't that sharp. They kind of looked like SNL Avengers, you know? There's that meme going around. That is kind of my first impression. But it is an Avengers game. I think it has an interesting story. They really look like they seem to be going really big with it. And so I am interested to see more about the story.
Like Captain America That's probably why they're killing that
Hakeem,
man,
do you-
because
do
his
you share
character design
these,
looks so bad. Like,
Concerns, for lack of a
he looks
better
like
word.
bootleg Captain America, or Captain America when he just
I
got
was
started,
also,
or before he got
I
the
saw
suit.
the demo at E3 last year as well. I wasn't blown away, and this is the game. Like, I've been hyped. I still am hyped for the game, especially with everything that we know. Warzone missions sounds kind of interesting to me. Like, it's apparently, it's going to be you got these expansive areas that you're going to get to explore, which is really appealing. And apparently, according to Crystal
Warzone.
Dynamics,
Okay.
senior brand manager Rich Briggs at the time, I think he's since left the company, but back in October, he previewed a demo of the game for comicbook.com. And speaking about Warzone missions, he said there's a variety of objectives, game types, and most importantly, they unlock new narrative content. So
Okay.
new narrative content.
Oh, okay.
is what is
That makes sense. So Warzone is going to be like,
that, a new narrative content
Okay.
unlocked by playing multiplayer.
so okay, that's the incentive. That's okay. So they're gonna force you to kind of play, not force you, but like they're gonna try to get you to play multiplayer, so you unlock more story. So when they unlock, like just for example, if Thanos comes into the picture, you beat Thanos, but you can't play like, I don't know, a Doctor Doom story or whatever until you finish, or you get too far or so far in the multiplayer. So that makes sense. Okay. And Warzone will have different modes and shit. Okay.
And COVID response fund coming.
Makes
Don't go
sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. So we got about 5 minutes.
IGN summer.
All right. Now they're about to plug shit. I don't want to hear all this. Kamari, did you get Last of Us? Probably not, but like, oh yeah, you have an Xbox. Never mind. Forgot. You one of those niggas. You one of those niggas with the Xbox. Let me stop though, because I'm over here with Stadia, so let me stop. Stadia has to prove itself.
See the latest and greatest in game reveals, news, trailers, next-gen coverage, and more. We'll be kicking it off with our first ever IGN Expo, where you'll get first looks at world premiere game trailers, exclusive game demos, and interviews you won't find anywhere else. IGN's Summer of Gaming, only on IGN and IGN One on your Samsung TV Plus.
Tired of watching IGN on those tiny cell phones and tablets?
PS5, bro.
IGN is
Yeah,
welcome to your living
that could be the move. Not gonna lie.
room. Starting in June, tune into
Look,
IGN One on your Samsung
I want a PS5 just for what's it called? What's it called? Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's what I want it for. I would get a whole PS5 for that game, and I'd probably sell it afterwards. Because you probably won't be able to get a PS5 after December. It's probably gonna be a while before you can get one again. So I might just pre-order a PS5, get Spider-Man Miles Morales, play through it, and then sell my PS5 to someone for like an extra $50 or whatever. So if it's like what's it called? No, it's gonna be $399 and $499. So if it's $400, if I buy it for $400, I'll sell it for $450. That'll be effed up, but hey, you probably barely gonna be able to get one.
News, games, and more is IGN's live news show every day of the week that covers all the day's news about games, movies, comics, and of course more. This is our daily live.
And
show.
I'll
It's a
throw
rotating
in
cast of
Spider-Man.
IGN talent, going over all the latest news of the day while taking live questions and comments. From
I guess that $50 or whatever
every
would
Monday through Friday at 4
be the
to
cost of
6, 7
Spider-Man, but
p.m.
hey,
Eastern.
that's probably what I do. I'll sell Spider-Man and
YouTube.com/IGN
the PS5
and Twitch.
after I play it, after I finish it.
See you there.
That's the only reason I'll have it. It would just be a Spider-Man machine, bro. Yeah, sketch that bitch, bro. Send it to me. If I fuck with it, I'll have you do the whole graphic shit and all that stuff, and I'll pay for it.
You all are expecting to see from the War Table stream, and we got your answers in the form.
I just gotta
of
see
a
your
Yap
style
Box
first.
Video comment. Let's check
And
your
how you
app
gonna
and see
interpret
what
it?
the
Because I got
people are saying.
like 2 other artists working on some sketches for me, so I'm about to pick out of all 3 of them and see like which one I like the best.
My prediction for the show is that we get to see a look at however they're going to.
Because I had 2 artists reach out to me like
We know
trying
back
to
to
think.
reveal that he died but
2
they're
weeks
gonna
ago,
bring him back.
and I was like, well, let me see if my boy Kamari could put in some work real quick. Or sketching and see how you gonna do it.
I recognize that IGN fan from somewhere. Okay.
Because I'm literally going to use that
know,
logo
we
for
know
everything.
In the game we're
like,
going to get to play
everything.
Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Black Widow, and Kamala Khan. Akeem, what other heroes are you hoping to see today?
Hawkeye. I feel like we're gonna get our first glimpse
Hawkeye.
of Hawkeye.
And Spider-Man.
It makes sense for us to finally get that.
Hawkeye,
reveal.
Spider-Man are probably going to be the
Joshua,
other
like,
ones we
he's
see.
our comic book expert. You might remember there was a limited series way back in the day called West Coast Avengers, which is just that. It was the West Coast Avengers that was started up by who else? Hawkeye. So it would make sense for them to finally.
West Coast Avengers.
Because he's been California dreaming for a very long time. Even in like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, he started the West Coast Avengers with Capcom characters. So like,
West
if they
Coast
don't
Avengers.
reveal him, especially
West
with
side.
this game being a day where they open up their
Stop
West
repping
Coast
GameStop,
chapter,
bro, before somebody
a lot
comes
of
get
fans
me.
are going to be upset, including myself. So I'm betting Bitcoin that we're going to see Hawkeye.
Wow. I'm a big fan of Hawkeye. I feel like he gets a lot of hate. Joshua, how do you feel about Hawkeye?
I mean, he's sort of like the Batman of the group. I know a lot of people like to pin that on Iron Man because they're both rich, but like he's like a normal dude who just has to use his ingenuity, his athleticism, and lots of gadgets to survive and beat all these super powered people. So yeah, he's cool. He's all right. He ain't heavy.
Well, what hero would you like to see, Joshua?
This dude's literally like Hawkeye, not Hawkeye. Green Arrow.
If I had to, well, I mean, I want them all, right? So I want to see Black Panther. I think he would be super fun because he's got the martial arts. He can scratch stuff with those vibranium
This nigga,
claws.
bro.
He's got energy absorption, and he can like blast it back out at enemies. I think that would be super fun. I would love to see Spider-Man into this game, but I'm
Exactly, I don't
just not
cap,
even
bruh.
sure it's even allowed
Like, by calling
to be in
Hawkeye,
this
look,
game,
Hawkeye,
as a solo franchise, as it's
compare it to
exclusive
Batman,
PlayStation,
that was
I don't know.
disrespect, and not gonna lie,
Also,
bruh.
Captain Marvel
I
would
caught
be
that, I was
awesome
like,
because it would
nah,
essentially be
bruh.
like playing Superman.
Nah, bruh.
Which, who wouldn't want to do that? And then also, Akeem.
That was hella disrespect. Hawkeye is just Green Arrow
A shot
and Red
of
Arrow.
Kamala Khan, Miss
That's it.
Marvel's bedroom, and on the dresser there was a small picture that looked like an archer drawing a bow. That has to be a tease for Hawkeye, right?
I saw that too. Yeah, Eagle Eye viewers caught that. Yes, I think it was definitely a tease for Hawkeye. And not only that, but like the VP and head of creative at Marvel Games, he even like tweeted like, "I got y'all. We see you. We're Clinton fans too." So I'm thinking we're gonna get a reveal of Hawkeye. That's
all right.
That's a safe bet.
Well, we're about to find out in less than 10 seconds. The
Come on,
War Table
let's do this
stream is
shit.
starting
Come on.
right now. Everybody enjoy the
Shut the
show and
fuck
stay
up.
tuned for our post-show
I keep my
coverage
dog, but they
immediately
got shit.
afterwards.
Loki trying to work at IGN at some point. Not gonna lie. Alright, turn the bitch up. Turn this bitch up.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me. We're fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago. Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive. Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances. What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself. Couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
He totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
Well, where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours. You really think the world is better without us?
Yes. See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are. I'm warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
the Earth of superpowers. Even if it has to end with me.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.
What's up, Marvel fans? My name's Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director at Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers. We've got a great show lined up with new trailers, new details on one of our main villains, MODOK, and advanced idea mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones. If you've ever thought, what is this game? Or how does it work? Then this is the show for you. Let's get into it, starting with a story trailer. In the aftermath of A-Day, everything changed.
You so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You unleashed diseased, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe. AIM will find a cure for the inhuman disease.
As a founding member of tech giant Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, George Tarleton dreamt of a world made better through science. But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid project offers a world protected by science, Tarleton, a victim of A-Day himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted. His deranged obsession drives him to become MODOK, mental organism designed only for killing. When choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat. We also wanted a new face for modern Avengers fans. Big face. But comic fans know MODOK is anything but new. His origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced.
About MODOK, bro. MODOK is so low tier in my head, but I guess
a girl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new gameplay that's not from A-Day. We hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
Okay. All right.
We're here live at the AIM experience in Manhattan, witnessing the return of the Avengers, but they appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Is it any coincidence that this attack comes on the very day that AIM is supposed to unveil their promising new Adaptoid program? Oh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You should know, I'm not in the best of moods!
Wait, is that Thor?
Holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from?
I was serving the Commodus when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
Bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
So, the false god returns. Why? You did what you were supposed to do, Thor. You gave up your power. You should have stayed forgotten.
Never, when mortals are at peril. Where do you hide, Doctor? Can you not face me?
Look around. I'm everywhere.
What are these things? They're drilling into the deck!
Something Carlton cooked up to crash the Chimera. Fun, aren't they?
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
AIM dropships inbound.
I see them.
Focus on those mechs. Kamala, you okay?
Yeah? No.
On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Dare I ask who this child is?
We'll explain later. Don't worry, she's up to it.
Chimera's still losing altitude. Thor, can you hold it up with wind?
Tear the ship apart!
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Silence!
In this AIM experience story.
Not on my watch. The Chimera can't go down. Not again.
Spotted some drones heading for the command deck.
Got my hands full, kid.
I'm on them.
Nice. Security subsystems just came back online. It's working.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
This card's play, Avengers.
Handle the large one myself.
You don't have to. That's the whole point.
Guys, the Chimera can't take much more of this.
They did a lot of damage down in the engine room.
Tarleton! Do not do this!
You've given me no choice. You'll find it The damage has already been done, Avengers.
Open the Bifrost!
Kamala, Tony, we're trying to restart the engines, but there's not enough power. We're out of time, people. Brace for impact.
Hey, God of Thunder! Stay behind me. Now, bring it! Keep going, it's working!
Pull up!
That's hot. That's hot.
Once an Avenger
They got
is a
this
great
man summoning
example of a
Bifrost,
hero
bro.
mission,
That's
a
dope.
single-player campaign experience
really cool.
focusing on a specific playable character.
And
Hero
Thor's
missions give
combat's
us a
too-
chance
that's
to
too
tell
clean right
more
there.
of
That's
each
too
hero's
clean.
story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero designs. Let's take a quick look at how Thor plays. With the game's combat systems, players can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold for signature attacks. Combat versatility is one of Thor's strengths, from making use of Mjolnir to pin enemies from a distance, or bringing the sky down on his foes. In addition to core combat moves, the God of Thunder has a wide variety of skills to unlock that give him access to classic moves. This is one of our favorites, manual targeting. We largely drew our influence from writer Jason Aaron's run on the Mighty Thor comic. Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir, and one by one, you can mark them and knock them down as Mjolnir comes back to you. Follow that up with a powerful ground pound, and you've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if up close and personal is more your style, go with the hammer spin or Mjolnir Cyclone. Heroes have 3 special heroic moves: Assault, Ultimate, and Support. When designing our heroics, we started with the signature moves from the comics and movies that we've always wanted to play. The Assault heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges to use strategically as a part of your combos. You can perform these after charging your heroic meters with normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's Assault heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an electroshock projectile move you might recognize. You can see Nat using it right here. Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed to enhance co-op and team play. For example, Thor's support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members. You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support. Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have more screen clearing power, and some even have residual effects, like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage. We know everyone plays differently, so we have melee, ranged, aerial, and ground combat skills to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attacks. As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero. And that's before gear, perks, artifacts, and any kind of later game progression. So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours. Another way to customize your heroes is with gear. We've previously talked about the different rarities and how perks will give you powerful modifiers for even more customization. Some perks apply special damage like plasma or gamma, or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense. You can see Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have Gamma Gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good. The Crystal team has really enjoyed creating all new outfits for these heroes and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs. You can earn them over the course of the story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right emote. I don't think that's canon. Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer. This one gives us a first look at how all that customization is especially fun when you play together. This is Co-op and War Zones.
I can't believe it! AIM is firing on the Air Force!
These adaptoids of his, they harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes.
The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys to play with. Dangerous ones.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere. A derivative of Terrigen.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked?
Very air reeks of dark magic.
Kamala, smash!
Everyone smash!
Yeah, I definitely don't think Warzone's gonna be like a battle royale. I don't think so, at least. I hope not.
We gotta get this bird in the air before AIM comes looking for us.
This is hot.
Jarvis is unencrypting the schematics, and we'll get our tech heads.
Yeah, it makes sense that you start where you have to get armor. That makes sense because Shield's not supporting them anymore. AIM is in control, so that makes sense too.
Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Heroes are people, and people can be corrupted.
If I don't stop them, it's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
In times like this, when all cities hold us, that's when we've got to stand strong.
You want to see powers? Here we go.
Time for heroes is over.
You don't get to decide who lives or dies!
Hey! Where did this thing come from?
So far, we've talked about the story, hero missions, and customization. Now, let's talk about War Zones. War Zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players or solo with an AI companion team made up of your unlocked and leveled heroes. Whether playing hero missions or War Zones, you always make forward progress with your heroes. On your helicarrier, you'll use the war table to launch missions with a variety of objectives and challenges. As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history. Once you pick your mission, you'll board the Quinjet, where you can matchmake, switch heroes, choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job. As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. Warzones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there. When you max out some larger enemies' stun meter, two heroes can come together to perform a team finisher, which gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work. Living the hero life is all about growth, getting stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier, which is your own flying base. The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers, some are former S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM, and some just want to help.
What is this place?
We call it the Anthill. Not my idea.
You'll join their cause in the field by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance,
Hey,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
the
agents
Anthill,
Dum
that's
Dum
Hank Pym.
Nick Fury, and
That's
more.
Ant-Man right there. Damn near
Earning
confirmed.
faction reputation will give you access to new challenges,
Hey, Avengers. Hill has something she needs your help with.
new vendors, and more powerful items. There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything. We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really big, ambitious game. Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global, high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost. Thank you for following us and believing in us. I want to give a big shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat. On behalf of the whole Marvel's Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course, our launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th. I'm Casey Lynch, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, well, IGN is about to go on and on about, you know, things. That's dope. So, from what I just caught from that last little part, I think the game is just like, it's going to be cool. It's going to be dope. It's going to have longevity, which is good. It's going to be like a Destiny. Loot's going to be dope. Trying to think. I'm processing right now. And then DLC. DLC, well, there isn't going to be any DLC because it's all going to be free. At no additional cost, new characters and story. So, there's probably going to be... There's not going to be... I don't even expect any loot boxes either. I was going to say that, but... I don't even expect loot boxes at this point. That's dope. That's definitely dope. And it looks like the beta is out on PS4 right now. And I guess they're going to put another beta out for Xbox and Stadia and... What else is it coming to? I gotta check real quick. I think it was coming to something else. Xbox, Stadia, PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and Steam. Okay, so basically PC. Cool. That's dope. That's really dope. What is this? What are they going over? Or is it just... Are they going over characters, I guess? Okay, cool. So that's just them going over art and all that stuff. Alright, that's dope. Yeah. Free of charge. Alright, so yeah. Shit. I'm about to go process this shit and probably go back through it. Kamara, I'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I know I got a lot of niggas that'll probably come back and watch this shit later. Alright, I'm out. It's your boy Asian Mix. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Share with your friends if you do feel so inclined. Join the Discord. Discord is in the description where you get an insight with me and the squad. What else? Got a Twitter and a Twitch at twitch.tv/EasiaMix, and my Twitter is at KingEasiaMix. It's in the right hand corner. And what else? I always forget all this shit. Creator 48. Creator 48, if you don't know what it is a content or Stadia content creator experience challenge that will be over the course of 48 hours, where me, myself, and I think it's going to be 14 other content creators will be coming together and creating a game, and Creator releasing July 1st in the course of 48 hours, and that will be on, I think it's going to be it's going to be the 5th or the 4th through the 6th. It's pretty much going to be all weekend, starting on Saturday. So Saturday morning at like 9 a.m. or something like that, till like Monday morning 9 a.m. or something like that. So yeah, definitely tune in if you want to see myself and a whole bunch of content creators create a game within a game. And if you don't know what Creator is, go check that out. But other than that, go to Creator48.com. That is CRAYTA 48.com, where you can see all the content creators that will be taking part in this 48-hour challenge.